Hey guys, welcome in, welcome back. If you are returning back, just thought I'd hop on again for a second reading for today. Today is still February the 3rd. I don't know when you're catching this. There's no time in the spirit actually, so whenever you're catching it, you're catching it. But anyway, I did a reading this morning and everything was so manipulative coming out in that reading. It was crazy. But anyway, I just thought I would jump in and do another reading. Kind of worked half day today. Everybody pretty much got off early today, so that was kind of nice. And anyway, got grocery shopping done and laundry done, so I'm just sitting here with you all. My name is Shannon. If you are new, audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, my channel is extremely intense, and I won't hold back on the energy that's flowing through me. A lot of times I am looking at energies where people are violating people, and we're asking at the hand of the Creator. And the Most High is a God of war against wicked stuff. And the only thing that makes him upset is people being crazy. That's it. Because he's a God of uprightness. He's not religious, but he is righteous. And what makes him mad is people being stupid, kooks, crazy, things like that. So anyway, I feel energy and I will just give a straight rebuke to demonic nonsense. And I don't put up with it at all. So I may or may not be a channel for you, but I promise you the Most High God, God Almighty, will speak here. And he'll be very precise and he'll back up what he has to say. And I've got way too much supernatural stuff just literally just captured right on the camera. And I won't speak outside of what the Most High God has to say. We're going after crazy energy that's coming in here from another dimension. The people are dabbling around with things that God says don't touch that dimension. They're stirring up dead-like energies, ghosts and things like that. And God tells us that people would be doing this in the last hour. There's going to come a time when God's going to literally reveal himself and people are going to sit there and gnash their teeth at the stupid stuff that they do in the earth realm. And you got people that are just given to it. They're demonically infested with maggots on the inside of them. And we've got to understand who's around us. Most High tells us not to be ignorant of the devil's devices. And so we're not ignorant on this platform. We learn why things occur. And you either can hear today and call out to the Most High God and let him deliver you, or you're a lost cause. Because every person is passing through this realm. Whether you like it or not, it is a reality. We got a lot of people that want to escape from a reality. And they want to sit in front of their little video games and play in la fantasy land. And they just want to escape. And there's going to come a time when people literally go to that other dimension when we pass through this realm, and they're going to wish that they would have learned some information and got some understanding and some wisdom of things that are a reality that you can't escape from. You can't come back here to fix things, folks. You can't. So anyway, that's your business. You have freedom of speech, you have rights, and you have free will. And only God gives us two options within free will. He says, I either give you an option on the path to live, or you get a path to die. You choose. And he tells us, I tell you to choose life, but that's your choice. And a lot of people take a path that looks so shiny and illusional, and they get at the end of it, and they realize what they did. God tells us that sin and all that fleshly pleasure, it's so fun. He tells us it's fun. He says for a season. And then when the season's up, there's death and a stinger to it. And so I'm trying to just reach one person today that will turn back to the Most High. If you ever had some type of a commitment to God and you've walked away, it's time for you to just walk in truth before him again. But anyway, that's your business. I just don't mess around this platform, folks. I just don't care what people think about me or nothing. I live before God and God alone. Nine of Swords. We got people in their freaking mind. There's the Emperor. Right before I got started, a powerful ruler kept showing itself to me. And so anyway, whether this Emperor is upright or not, he's about protection and getting up and taking a chance. He is the head, the brain, the eyes. The first house goes to that. And somebody's brain's got anxiety. That ain't of God. Anyway, whatever that's about, we got a headship here. in some type of anxiety is around this Emperor energy. Why is this here? The letter D might be prevalent to you. Don't have to be. Person, place, thing, first, middle, last name, whatever that means. We have the Lover's card coming out, crossing this. So this is about choices. This is about somebody's really in their mind about a choice to be made. Opening or shutting a door here. Something about health choices could be here. It sends you love and light if you are fighting any kind of health issues. But there's somebody got a choice to make here. Show me more information. The V under the W and the Y. And the Y is also converted to the J. So the Queen of Swords in the reverse. She came out in the upright today. If she's in the reverse, this is a, oh my God, ditch out here. There's war when the Emperor comes out. Whatever she is in the negative, she's a freaking psychopathic nutcase. Whoever's in that energy won't think straight. Somebody's in this mode right here. Kook out here. Somebody knows something. This is exposure. There's the pictograph language out here, and one of the direction goes to redeeming something out here. Well, anyway, somebody's really in their mind, but you're dealing with somebody that's backwards in the Queen of Swords energy. Don't you know what to choose? Because this is a stubborn, crazy-minded fool out here in the reverse of that energy, whatever their sign is. I don't read like most people. For some of y'all, it may be a direct air sign, but because the air sign did come out this morning in wording, and everything was just so stupid and manipulative everywhere when we were reading. But if somebody's going to lose their freaking mind on this choice, then somebody's kooky out here with her in the reverse. She would represent the truth in the upright and wouldn't put up with something. But this is exposure about something as well. Regardless, if the star is in the reverse, there's the Tower. Okay, well, somebody got stubborn something on them. Or I feel like somebody says, if you don't choose me, then my way or the highway type of energy, or choose something that I want, or something like that. And somebody's got a tower on them. Anyway, I'm hearing you can't win for losing or something like that. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't in something. It's how somebody also feels out here, because somebody's going to have a freaking my God cow on something, I guess, is what it's showing. This is exposure. Somebody sees something and knows something out here with that Tower. The letter P, the letter A. Somebody got a lot of pride out here. Somebody's got anger that's either crossing this choice. Can't make everybody happy. But you ain't going to be happy unless you do something about the truth. Something's guided regardless. If like I said, if that's in the reverse, I think I said it. If it's in the reverse, this is bitterness. Somebody got something going on. Can't sleep at night in their mind. This is a cruelty card as well. The King of Swords in the reverse. Okay, well, somebody crosswayed with one another. This is real crosswayed energy with the King, Queen of Swords in the reverse. If you're dealing with your ex, or somebody's making a choice to be an ex or something like that, because something's being exposed or has been exposed. Now somebody got a choice to make, I guess so. The Knight of Swords. Okay, this is a war. This is a war that we're picking up on. Okay. Yeah, somebody's just a little actor out here. There's the Fool. This is about having a new beginning. And this morning it came out in the reverse with all the manipulation. Like I said, if you missed that video, it was a really big video. This is about having a new beginning. The Law is out here. So the word for redemption is the P and the D together. So the police department. We had the PO come out this morning. And so the police officer, in the last 4 or 5 days, we've had the word police come out. And so the D and the T together goes to, it represents authority in police and stuff like that. And so something's known out here. If somebody signs something, then somebody signs something out here. Somebody knows that somebody's signature's off or something, and somebody's crosswayed with some nonsense out here. A fool returns to folly because they can't get out of what they're caught up in, and that's why this crap's appearing. Okay, so whatever's been exposed, it's showing that somebody's crosswayed about making a decision. and about a new beginning, or if somebody ain't gonna do it, somebody's coming unglued. But you don't need to let somebody control you. Nobody has a right to control another person. Somebody's feeling a lot of insecurity out here, but there's knowledge. The 11th house is out here really strong, and so the motto is I am knowing. Somebody knows some stuff out here. It's somebody's in their freaking mind about what they know. Came out for a reason, because God says everything comes out. Whatever's in the hidden is going to come out. Show me more information. Show me this King, Queen of Swords, these nutcases. They'd both be nutcases. This is about walking away from some stuff. Or boy, you better walk away from some couple people that are out here backwards and psychopaths. Somebody acting on some stuff. This is like somebody's put 8 out of 10 cups in something. Somebody knows that somebody's either fixing to walk away, or because somebody did walk away from something, then they're in their mind, but there's still more choices to be made out here. The Knight in Shining Armor is at the bottom of the deck. So anyway, between this King, Queen of Swords, there's the 8 of Cups. Whatever somebody's invested in emotionally, now people are crossway. The Fool is a detached energy, but this has to do with some type of new beginning or something like that. If somebody's come back on a workplace for a police officer, because there's the work right there, 8 of Pentacles, as I said that, then you've got a boss out here, but you've got 2 police officers that aren't respectful at all in the reverse, if that's what we're looking at. They don't deserve to have that somebody's done something foolish out here. And the boss does know something, because God has revealed that the boss knows some stuff around some stuff. Now, bosses, are you going to do what's upright or not? Because, I mean, I almost feel like somebody says, if you don't give me this new chance, then it's cutthroat out here. If you make me walk on, I'm going to cutthroat you. And that's why you need to tell them to go on down the road and put up your dukes and say, okay, let's warfare then, if that's what you think you're going to do on something. Because somebody dealing with kooks out here. Or there's exes involved. If you ain't doing a work matter, whatever somebody worked on was wicked, because God said that the wicked didn't work a deceitful work the other day. So whatever the crap they did, whatever they signed, whatever they're acting about, I really hope you make the right choice and you don't let somebody bully you into doing something, because you're going to have regret. Somebody already regrets something already. The letter T, the P. 4 swords jumped out. This is a judgment out here. We have the World card and the Judgment card. And somebody can get a judgment. If somebody does need to go to jail, then somebody needs to go to jail. This is about ending something. Somebody in their mind about ending or beginning something out here. And something is, if you're not supposed to walk away from something, or you shouldn't have walked away from something, something would have been so successful out here if you would have done something upright. Somebody trying to rest after something broken out here. Or there's a death issue. God did bring out today returning to source, and the death card was there. So whatever that's about, somebody knows that somebody signed something on a death certificate, or we had the word double come out. Somebody's just acting like they are something that they're freaking not. And so the Fool returns, and the Judgment card, the pictograph language also, or the Judgment card represents somebody returning, but there's a big judgment on somebody out here. If somebody died by a choking, I get the word for a rope out here. Anyway, the Page of Swords. Somebody needs to check something out here before you make a decision, and you better have some peace before you move in any way, shape, or form, because somebody ain't in no peace out here on something that's going on. What's in the hidden space? Somebody's name is Pat out here as well, specifically. It's about having some strength for this choice, for this judgment, to end and to have just a new beginning in something. Somebody's stuck out here, boy. Somebody is trying to have strength. Something's illegal out here. The adjudication in the reverse. There's a mature woman in the reverse. Okay, we had the main man come out in the reverse, and then there were 2 queens there this morning. There's something real dangerous. These are also in the reverse. Somebody's house is upside down. That was also showing this morning, because the house came out. There's a bribe out here. This is unexpected income, but to me, it's a bribe. Somebody knows about it because somebody signed something out here they shouldn't have illegally. Somebody was biased somewhere. A couple people were. Okay, this is real dangerous. This is real dangerous. God's going to cut something away or a bunch of people away in some type of situation. But you are dealing with cutthroat fools out here with those two people in the reverse. So if somebody took a bribe or is trying to do a bribe or trying to do something around this judge because the law is out here, house is upside down, man. Something wrong in this reading. So there's death here. All right, well, anyway, if that's a physical death, then there's somebody. If that was a bribe, then somebody paid somebody off for a murder out here. And I guess somebody just thought, well, I wear a badge. I can do what I want. I don't think so. I don't care who you are. You deserve to die. Why don't you die? You don't play the role of God. If there's going to be an execution on something, then for somebody to go to jail, then for some people, I mean, you're dealing with some idiots out here in something going on with this. Well, what else do you want to bring out here? It says, he that covers his sin shall not advance to be profitable. But whoso confesses it and forsakes it shall have mercy. So do you want mercy? Or are you trying to cover it? Because somebody is trying to cover something out here. That's why people are showing up like this in their nutcase mind. Somebody's done something out here. Somebody with red hair specifically is being called out. Okay, well, there is, so the word, the phonics for a pet is out here. The P and the T make a pet. And the fool shows a doggy there, okay, in the picture. And God says in his word that whoso lies with the beast shall surely be put to death. Okay, somebody's done bestiality out here and somebody knows that information. And somebody's a cuckoo because they've mixed their humanness with a dog and has become some cuckoo. And God said they must die. That's a given. I don't care who you are, what they are to your family. I don't care. Okay? We don't care. As soon as somebody makes that type of a choice to do a nasty thing, folks, they no longer are human anymore. They become a Nephilim piece of nutcase. Don't care what they are. You don't cry. They prove to be a wicked individual. Okay? Now, God says that they must die. And so Jehovah's telling somebody, whoever these two people are, or whoever's done what, they must die. Those people in that energy. So an air pilot, the fool goes back to aviation. Somebody with black hair. Okay? Well, red hair and black hair. Okay? King, Queen, Swords in the reverse. They nutcases. Somebody's best friend, I guess they're best friends. And they let dogs do nasty to them or whatever the crap they did. There's a harsh judgment on this. It is. It's called death. I'm sorry that that's your friend. If you know about your friend done a nasty, I'm sorry. They really ain't your friend. They're a kook. And you might as well die with them if you're going to let them stick around and you ain't going to obey the word of the Most High God. That's craziness. Let everybody shun you, whoever this emperor is, in their mind because, well, that's my friend. No, they're not. They're gross. Somebody's gross out here. Karmic energy. Look, mental case is out here. And a Judas is going to be caught. If somebody's trying to make a decision and somebody's coming back around, hey, give me another chance for redemption, and you know this nasty business has been taking place, they're going to kiss you on the cheek here. And there's some type of money attached to this matter. It ain't even in the upright. And somebody took a little piece of money for something illegal to go on here because somebody wants to get out of jail free. Like it said this morning in the reading, you're going to get caught up in something that you're going to wish that you would have made the right decision. There's a Judas out here. They're going to kiss your cheek. And whatever, Judas goes and hangs himself in the end anyway. They ain't going to get too far. There's a pushy person that wants their way. Like I said, that King, Queen of Swords, if somebody says, well, if you don't make this decision right, and they're bullying somebody, because that's what giants do. If you don't do my way, then I'm going to cut throat. No, you're going to die, whoever this is about. But Jehovah's speaking. An older person is here, okay? Well, there is a mature woman specifically in the reverse, and then whoever the main male was in the reverse. They're both appearing here. They're both appearing here. Okay, so whoever just in general, because the Emperor is an older person card too. An older person is out here. The heart, to think, the seat of passion, the heart organ and understanding something is out here. And somebody out of country is coming out on this matter as well. Show me more information. A bribe. Well, it shows it right there with that money, and it's dangerous. You take this bribe. So let me explain something, because karmic energy is out here in wording, and why this mental stuff is going on. Because God Almighty says that if you take a bribe, that a wicked person pulls that bribe out of their bosom to pervert your way. Now, go look up the word pervert. To pervert something. A door is open. The Emperor represents in the pictograph a door. So somebody opened a door, and God says when you take a bribe, it splits your soul into from your spirit, and you're twice dead, meaning now you're a karmic kook, and you're a perverted piece of nutcase, and you're some nutty, I don't know, crazy out here, and you're foul. And you're already dead anyway, but I don't know. You're in a bad place. You take a bribe, folks. Somebody says, here's all my money. Can you go do this for me or that? You're gonna lose your soul because somebody's already lost cause out here. Two people are showing in the reverse, detached. This is dangerous. Well, I'm feeling a lot of energy. This is dangerous. They're trying to trap somebody, but God says they're going to be trapped. Karma is out here. We have the word karmic. We do have karmic energy out here. Most I said he's going to make something out for good for those of you who can do what's right. Okay? Some people need to die. Some people need a harsh judgment. They need to die. You are going to die. We declare and decree. You get out of this earth realm. You filthy demonics. It's gross. It says that the key jumped right on that emperor. Right on that emperor. I fear the Most High, folks. I fear him. Help me speak, Jehovah, because I got a bottle of energy just going like that on the inside of me. It says that the king by judgment establishes the land, but he that receives gifts and bribes overthrows the land. We have somebody sitting up in a high place here, and they're in their freaking head because their friends are out here. And you're going to overthrow a whole land in a damnation, in a harsh judgment, because somebody's your friend. Thank your friend. There's giants out here. There's bribery out here on this emperor. Somebody's trying to get this person, or this mature woman's trying to get this person to do something in a very illegal way. There's a judge out here with that adjudication card in the reverse. You do know what to do, man. It says that the wicked work a deceitful work, but to him that sows righteousness shall be a sure reward. So if you're going to do what's right, you're going to have a sure reward out here. You live or die. Woe unto him that builds his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, and that uses his neighbor's services without any wages, and gives him nothing for his work. You're going to get judged for this anyway, because God's going to overrule. He's sovereign. Trapped. Again, those who trap shall be trapped. Somebody's already done something. That's why they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Nutcases. You're going to be trapped in hell for what you did. So something at work, the glow up goes to opportunities and career and stuff like that. There's baggage here at work. Okay? The emperor's right here. A surprise. Okay, well, anyway, something real quick is going to be surprising. Once your soul leaves you, if you take this bribe, you're going to be trapped. The money ain't yours. You're dealing with the mental case out here. Somebody really ain't your friend. They're kook. It says chaos. Okay, well, anyway, do what you want, folks. Somebody's already lost their mind. Somebody's just masked out here. They ain't who you think they are. Yet, those of you who are going to work righteousness, God says, I'm going to make it out for good for you. And all the wicked, they can go right down to the pit of hell, and God's going to literally chase them with some chaotic nonsense, because he said if people would not leave their evil ways, he was going to frame some evil around them. So you do whatever you feel like you've got to do, bosses and leaders, or whoever knows about this crap, right up in authority itself. There's fraud around stuff. Also, child is out here involved in something as well, or children. You know, obviously, if somebody says, hey, can you take this bribe? And people look at the money and they ain't even thinking about their household. And the house came out in the reverse. Are you really willing, folks, to put your whole household on the line just for a bunch of money? Just because, well, I could pay my house off. No, your house is going to be uprooted if you get involved in this matter and you don't put a judgment on it the way you should. There's fraudulent things around. That's all that stupidness is going on. They want somebody else's money. They've worked a deceitful work out here. Let them have a cow. Let them be chaotic. But you choose to do what's correct, because they're going to kiss your cheek and you're going to die in the end anyway. Anyway, something's going to unfold with this. The letter F might be prevalent to you. This tells people to trust. All right. So anyway, the SH, the F, the D, and whatever other letters that I called out are out here. The P, the T, person, place, or thing, first, middle, last name. All right, folks, until next time, stay in peace. Don't move to the right or to the left. Do what's correct, because it costs you your soul if you don't. This is serious stuff out here. Somebody's done something real nasty, and they're masked. And they think they're all that in a bag of chips, or they're trying to use some type of, I don't know, stubborn stuff, or if you don't do this, then I'm going to do this to you. And you need to stand up to people, folks. It's time for the righteous to get up in their place and tell the wicked to shut up and sit down, because we have authority over you. God's people sit high above the nations, and until our people that walk in righteousness really get that in their mind, then you will be pushed around and stuff. No. We're the ones that call the shot by God's word, because he sees from an aerial point of view every single path, and we're getting the information by him regardless what we feel about things. We don't lean into our own understanding. We acknowledge God. He makes those choices for us, and you're going to see blessing after blessing come when you do what's right. But you do what some wicked person's wanting you to do and work a deceitful work and take bribes on other people's lives to go be cursed, then you're on your own at that point. God's doing a great separation in the earth realm, folks. Get on a side and choose that side, and let the chips fall where they fall. But as for me and my house, I'm going to serve Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. Shalom.